Whip, womp, womp.
There's obviously, we haven't discussed any
Anime.
What are your favourite?
Anime.
One Piece and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
There you go, good answers.
I quite like Konosuba.
What's that?
Konosuba. It's about some stupid weeaboo kid. Not a weeaboo, an otaku kid who dies of heart failure trying to push someone out of the way of the speeding car that wasn't even going to hit them. And he goes into the afterlife. And the whole concept is that when you're on like the gates to the afterlife, you can choose one thing to take with you, and it's like a big MMO.
Okay.
And he chooses to take the angel who's presiding over him.
Okay.
And they go into the like an MMO in the fantasy world.
Oh, okay.
And then that's it.
Cool.
It's fun.
I've never heard of it.
It's fun.
Did you know that there's an entire there's actually 2 entire seasons of like multiple hundreds of episodes, all chronicling the life of Boruto's dad.
Who the fuck is Boruto?
Boruto, son of Naruto.
Oh. That joke probably would have worked if I knew anything about Naruto, which I don't.
The new meme is that everyone refers to Naruto as just Boruto's dad. Did you even know that Boruto was a thing?
No.
Yeah. Naruto ended and this show is now called Boruto and it's about Naruto's son, Boruto.
Okay. Are they going to have like another one that's called like Triuto?
I don't know, but Sasuke's son is called Sarado, as in salad.
Okay, cartoon that I like some of, I kind of like American Dad. American Dad is generally written well. Because it's not written by anyone. It's written by comedy writers. Who do jokes and stuff.
I definitely enjoy American Dad more than Family Guy.
Has anyone in the whole world ever seen The Cleveland Show?
I did actually. I've watched the entirety of The Cleveland Show. I watched a lot of TV at university, and the span of The Cleveland Show was exactly the span of me being at uni, so I've watched every episode of The Cleveland Show.
Oh, that's a darn shame.
Yeah. There's a talking bear, don't you know?
I did know
His
that.
name is Cleveland Brown, and he is here to say...
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my hometown with my new family. There's lots of racism and saying black guy things, but I'm voiced by a white man, and so it's not okay.
Anyway, that's the premise of The Cleveland Brown Show. He's called Cleveland Brown because his skin is brown. And also because of the sports team.
Yes.
But mostly because he's a black man. Funny.
It was bad.
Funny joke.
There was no reason that there were some bears there.
Do you think the new Matt Groening show looks good?
I've seen very little of it, but I like Matt Groening, so I'm hopeful that
Yeah.
it'll be good. I like sort of fantasy aesthetic stuff. So.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for a few cartoons coming out soon, though. The She-Ra reboot,
Oh yeah.
done by Noel Stevenson,
Yes.
The Bay. There is a new show from the creators, or one of the head writers of Avatar, called The Dragon Princes, I think, which looks really cool. And Molly Ostertag, who's another comic book person who I like, is working on a Disney show about like an owl witch.
Oh yeah.
Looks cool as hell.
Let's look at skills for them. You got poison moves, that's fine. Steel health.
Oh, you like Teen Titans, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do like Teen Titans.
Have you watched much of Go?
Some. Teen Titans Go is funny. It's a good show. It's not the same as the original Teen Titans,
I
but
think
it
just
is
the lack
good.
of narrative is what does it for me.
Or what doesn't do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I can understand people not liking it, but in a way, not liking it purely based on the thing that came before it seems foolish.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are conflating its existence with the lack of existence of the previous show.
Yes.
And saying, if this didn't exist, we would have more of the old show. Like, no, you just wouldn't have anything.
Yeah.
We weren't making more of the old one. This new show with the same characters does not affect the previous show whatsoever. No. It still exists. The episodes are still there. You don't have to watch the new one.
How about that?
How about that?
That's crazy. What about Johnny Bravo? Did you ever watch that?
Very little of it, and
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy what I did see.
Did you like Dexter's Lab?
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab's cool.
Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Ed and Eddie I didn't used to like, but I like it now.
Recess.
Oh yeah, sick show. Absolutely
Did you know?
banging program.
Did you know that Gretchen
Yeah.
is voiced by Ashley Johnson?
Yes,
I did not know that. That's mad to me.
she does other stuff now.
Yeah, she's Ellie. In The Last of Us.
Wow,
And she was a robot in the Telltale Borderlands game.
wow, wow,
And she's on Critical Role.
wow. What about Lloyd in Space?
Never watched it.
Oh, that was also good.
Doug.
Never watched Doug.
No, I watched Doug. I think it was on in Italy a lot. So.
The Mask animated series.
I'm not sure if I ever watched that one.
I feel like it probably wasn't that great.
What if I tell you what I watched in Italy? And tell me if it existed over here. There was one called Fabbrica dei Mostri, which would be like Monster Factory. And it was about this little kid who was friends with some monsters. And there were some other monsters that were evil, and they came out of a little factory, and it was tied into one of those toys where you have like a little oven, and you have a cast iron mould, and you put some like chemicals in the mould and put it in the oven. You take it out and you have some like plastic.
It was more than
insect
likely
things.
something that we did have in this country, but it's not something that I have any recollection of at all.
What about Street Sharks?
Street Sharks we had.
Yeah,
Street Sharks. Biker Mice from
Biker Mice from
Mars,
Mars was the next one I was
which
gonna
I
go
also
for.
have basically no memory of.
There was a lot of the Power Rangers in their ilk, like Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
You watch Beetleborgs?
No.
It was Power Rangers, but they were Beetle themed.
Okay. Who's your favourite Looney Tune? If any.
I think I'm just a sucker for classic Bugs. I think Bugs is iconic. I like Tweety Bird and Cat.
Sylvester.
That's the one. I like Tom and Jerry a lot, actually. Is that Looney Tunes?
No.
No, it's not, is it? No, it's WB.
No.
No?
But Looney Tunes is WB and
No, yeah. What's Tom and Jerry?
MGM.
Oh, okay.
Chud.
It's,
You know anything.
the dog. The jowls.
Droopy.
Droopy. Is that from Tom and Jerry?
No. It's another. I
Wasn't that the
think
same cinematic universe though? Weren't they in Tom and Jerry Kids?
they weren't. They weren't Tom and Jerry Kids. I think they were a Tex Avery cartoon.
Oh.
Possibly it was like a franchise that got bought by MGM.
Oh, okay.
I
I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry Kids when I was young.
Yeah. Oh, Smurfs.
Never got into Smurfs.
Yeah, it's okay.
Weird, small, blue men.
Yeah. And one woman
And one woman.
who's definitely not created for masturbatory purposes.
Nope. Created by Gargamel. The only one that Gargamel created, and he made a titty one.
Yeah.
Good.
It's definitely for masturbatory purposes.
I never watched Animaniacs, and I feel like I would have enjoyed it.
It's fine.
Isn't that your thing?
It's not as good as Looney Tunes because it's all disjointed and because it tries to do lots of like pop culture jokes. A, it's very dated, and B, it's not very enjoyable for children, I don't think. There's a lot of like sort of nudging. How about this thing then?
There's a fingerprints joke, and
Yeah.
she brings prints out and is like,
I don't think so.
I barely know him.
Yeah. Designs are quite good, but as a show, meh. Looney Tunes is better. Each standalone episode of Looney Tunes you can just watch and have fun. That's
Who's your
great.
favourite Looney Tunes character then?
Daffy Duck.
Ah, okay. Why? Because of his rage?
Yeah.
Constant anger and rage. Why is the duck always the angry one?
Don't know.
Daffy, Donald,
I've gone the wrong way. Shit.
others maybe, I don't know. Can't think of any other ducks.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I guess ducks are just generally like quite angry animals.
Well, Daffy Duck wasn't originally an angry character. He was a screwball character. So, generally in your classic, like, 30s, 40s, 50s cartoons, you had your archetypes of your everyman, i.e. Bugs Bunny, sort of, Mickey Mouse, who's a very everyman, whatever other studio there fucking was, there was probably another everyman character. And then when people started getting bored of that, they started making screwball characters, and they decided, what if Felix the Cat, everyman character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very, very much just like a...
Felix the Cat, not the really sex one.
No, that's Fritz the Cat.
No, that's Fritz the Cat, okay.
Felix the Cat was like a really old 30s cartoon. With an iconic design. People started getting bored of I think mostly just like writing everyman characters. So they decided, what if cartoon characters were crazy and did crazy stuff and just fucked with people constantly? And so they started making screwball characters. And Daffy Duck was originally just a screwball character. He wasn't angry, he was just insane and constantly just fucking with people.
Okay.
And then eventually I think they got kind of bored of that, and so they decided to make Daffy Duck into more of a just like a piece of shit. Decided, well, okay, he still likes to fuck with people, but instead of us relating to him, now he's like sort of a semi-antagonist to Bugs Bunny, the everyman. And so we hate him because he's constantly trying to fuck with Bugs Bunny, but he keeps failing because he's an idiot. And so now it's interesting again. So that's mostly where his rage comes from. One of the greatest cartoons of all time, one of the few cartoons that is preserved in the American Library of Congress, is Duck Amuck, which is the first cartoon to truly portray aspects of a character that is not limited to physical form. Because the concept of Duck Amuck is Daffy Duck is spending like 10 minutes getting fucked with by the animator.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good cartoon.
I like that.
I recommend it. And I won't tell you the ending, because that would defeat the purpose. It's good. It's a very good cartoon. And yeah, I think it was momentous at the time, because like, oh, this demonstrates that cartoons can easily and effectively portray character and tone without even really animating the character that you have. Even with just like a mouth, you can still express the essence of that character. And it was good.
Should watch it after this.
Yeah. So yes, I like Daffy Duck. I like Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian's quite fun, although he doesn't appear very much. I like the classic Bugs Bunny cartoons as well. A lot of the Bugs Bunny cartoons from like the 30s are good. Porky Pig, meh. Roadrunner Coyote cartoons I really like. Oh, actually, a really good Porky Pig episode is Porky Goes to Wacky Land. Or I think that episode was eventually remade with a different title, where we can watch that one as well. Porky has to try and go and catch the last dodo for a reward, and he goes to this weird cartoon world, and there's lots and lots of weird meta jokes in it. It's difficult to explain that one, but this is a good episode. I quite like Gossamer. Gossamer is the big red monster.
Oh, yeah.
Quite like Gossamer. Rocky and Muggsy I quite like. They're fun. Tweety and Sylvester I don't like that much. It's a Three Bears episode of Looney Tunes, which is really good. Elmer Fudd I quite like. Do you know who was the voice of Elmer Fudd?
It was Elmo.
No. Oh, Wacky Races. That's a good show. Not Looney Tunes, but it's a good show. Who's your favourite of the Wacky Races races? Do you
I like the monster car.
The Gruesome Twosome and the Creepy Coop, number 2.
I like the mob.
The Anthill Mob in the Bulletproof Bomb, number... 7 or 8.
Sure. You can say any number, like I'm not going to be able to...
You can look them up, I'm pretty sure I'm right.
And I like the... Is that like a lumberjack one with a bear?
Yeah. Rufus Roughcut and Sawtooth in the Buzzwagon, number 10. I like Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah, I do
In
like
the
that.
Meme Machine, 00. Quite like Peter Perfect in number 9, the Turbo Terrific.
We haven't mentioned Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn. I do like Foghorn Leghorn. Although it's probably racist? I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Lots of people seem to think that it's iffy. Even though it's just like a parody of stupid white people.
Yeah, it's a white southern man, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Can't be racist about that.
I don't know.
Pepe Le Pew.
Nah, Pepe Le Pew's iffy. I like Pepe Le Pew, but he's
Well, like rapey.
clearly a rapist.
Yeah. Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzales is an interesting one.
Probably a
it-
bit racist. But...
Well, yeah, definitely racist, but it's a character that lots of Mexican people are attached to.
Yeah. Well, I guess also, I don't know if the character itself is a stereotype.
No.
It's that everyone has latched on to the character
As the only
when
one, yeah.
they're going to do Mexican stereotypes, because I don't think any Mexican has ever said andale, andale, arriba, arriba.
No.
Like, that's just Speedy Gonzales. He picked up a perfectly, like used
Spanish words.
So I was like, andale is just let's go.
Yeah.
And then arriba, arriba is like a phrase that like Mamma Mia is actually said, just not in like completely out of context, apropos of nothing. Like Mamma Mia is effectively "Oh my God" in Italian, so I'm sure that is that even meant to kind of be like the whole Greedo, the like laugh scream thing that mariachi bands do.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You mean
know.
Guido?
No. Hang on.
Guido is the dude who gets shot in
Yeah, no,
Star
no.
Wars.
Let me find it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about Mexican culture. If anyone would like to educate me, please pay for me to go to Mexico.
So Grito, Grito.
What the fuck?
They do it in Coco.
I
There was
haven't seen.
Oh, have you not
Coco.
seen Coco? Oh, yeah, that was a big part of that. Like it's part of the mariachi
I see.
performance. Is this kind of scream laugh?
I see.
So I wonder if that was meant to be.
Speaking of screaming, Bruce Lee,
Yes.
absolute unit. In awe at the size of the lad.